Seeking immortality. We seek immortal lifespans, for we fear what lies beyond. So we pray to who's listening that they wave their magic wand. Then we can live forever as we idle throughout all time, to binge whatever Netflix drops while planning our next crime. For if we steal infinity from the clutches of our death, hungry for the constant sucking of our now eternal breath, then a balance in the universe will seek to find a way to level out the playing field and ensure we cannot stay. For all things that do manifest in this realm of vast unknown are here as simply visitors who come and leave alone. And the meaning, as I see it, is to bask in endless bliss, that all who come to visit should be grateful for this kiss, and to feed on all our senses every tingling touch of time as it breathes that life within us until we hear that cosmic chime. Yes, infinity, my friends. It's living forever, omnipotent, maybe not omniscient. I think there's a difference. I think one of them, omniscience, is I think when you know everything. And omnipotent, you got to say that one right. Is obviously, you know, where you kind of like, you're just there forever. I mean, you know how bored we get sometimes. You know, we're just like trying to watch, flicking through the TV. You're just like, Jesus, man, it's not a watch in eternity. Come on, who would want that? You know, I swear, it sounds like torment. But then again, I mean, if you know you're living for eternity, forever, infinity, whatever you want to call it, then you know, I guess maybe it takes away the pressure of things. I don't know. I can see some problems with it though. You know, obviously you've got the, let's just presume that you stop aging at a certain time. You know, just say whatever. Looks about, what, 30? 25, 30? I don't know what maybe you get the pick. I don't know. Or maybe you can just look whatever age you want. I don't know. Anyway, okay, let's just say you're 30. Okay. Okay, so, right. So you're doing that. Everyone else is aging. We're going to say that that's the case as well. So, you know, people have ran this scenario before. You know, the friends and the family, they go, you know, people are like, oh no, I've been married before and it's just like too hard, so now I'm not doing it anymore. You know, then a few centuries go by. This is where the movies come from, you know. But I'm going beyond that of kind of, you know, imagine you're not the smartest person in the world, okay? And then, you know, just say, like, what's happening right now? There's kind of the possibility that we could all get our faces melted off if there's some kind of nuclear Armageddon. But, so that all happens. Everything's wiped out, but you're still here. You're hanging about. You're not the smartest. All the computers and all that stuff that you don't really know how to operate is wiped out. So you're stuck on the earth. You can't get off it. I mean, maybe there's some rockets and things there you can find, but what are you going to do with them? I mean, and do you get hungry? I mean, do you get hungry? I mean, can you imagine if you do get hungry? So you got to kind of eat, but you don't die if you don't eat as well. And you know, so maybe there's just no food, but you're literally starving all the time. Okay, I'm painting the grim picture first, but then I'm going to paint a nicer picture. Okay, don't panic. This is okay. You know, if you ever get bit by a radioactive spider, that enhances your lifespan to infinity. Okay, so what else? What was I saying? Yeah, so yeah, you kind of like everything's wiped out, just you. You know. You know, you might think that's quite good to start with, like, yeah, it's me in the world, you know, but maybe it's not completely burnt to a crisp, maybe there's a few nice places. But anyhow, so you're hanging about, you can't get off the planet, and then in 1 billion years or so, the sun starts overheating, and I mean, it is now a bit like, but it starts boiling the oceans and things as well. And then over that, you kind of just, nothing exists anymore. The sun explodes or goes to a red giant or something, engulfing the earth, but you're still on the earth, but you can't die. So the earth maybe gets melted, and you're just like floating there. You know, you're like, Jesus. You know, your skin maybe it keeps dying, or getting ripped off and reforming back again. I don't know, so that's like an eternity. Maybe you can feel everything as well, so you're starving. And yeah, skin's getting kind of ripped to pieces or something. You know, you're just like, Jesus, we've got Netflix to watch anymore. You know, as you're saying that through your teeth as you're grimacing the pain. Anyhow, okay, so that doesn't sound very pleasant at all, does it? I mean, then maybe then the sun totally dies or whatever, and you're still there, you're just hanging out, you're just floating around, freezing, you know, like, probably got no clothes left, I can imagine. You know, just hoping that someone will pick you up. Okay, so I wasn't going to go on this, not mind expansion, what's the word? What was that thought experiment? That's what Einstein kind of uses, isn't it? You know, okay, but let's just say the good infinity or immortality, I guess, is that the Earth doesn't explode. You know, technology keeps on going. We'll find out. You become pretty smart. You know, you're living for, well, I'm not going to say centuries. That's ridiculous. You're living forever. So I mean, you know, you're starting to know like you're taking an interest in it now. You're like, how does that work there? How do I do microchips and that? How do I work electricity? You know, and you know, so you get rockets, spaceships. You can start blasting out there. Maybe there's wormhole travel as well. I don't know. You meet other cultures. You know, that's pretty cool. You know, get to learn other space languages, and then maybe there's a Babel fish out there as well that you can shove in your lug. You know, that'll make it a bit easier. But maybe you have to hear it once because you're so super intelligent now. You just pick it up. You know, but you might get captured by, again, you might get captured and shoved in a cell by someone forever, for like thousands of years as well. But maybe you've developed some kind of shield technology as well that'll protect you. Okay, now I'm being a bit stupid now. Okay, so right, so you're exploring everything. This is great. You're blasting around on your spaceship that can maybe almost travel at the speed of light or something, and you know, meeting all these cultures and things. But then at some point, you've still got to deal with the cold death of the universe. Okay, trillions of years from now, you know, as everything expands out, you know, what's it called? What's that one? Inflation. That's it. Yeah. So you've got inflation going on. Okay, so how do you still live? You got to prepare. You know, if you've lived for billions or trillions of years, you should be prepared for this stuff. So hopefully you know how to harness and build a star. Maybe you can gather and slingshot lots of planets around themselves. You know, that maybe a Dyson sphere. I remember seeing one of them on a Star Trek episode. So maybe you've got Dyson spheres all over the place with a star in the middle, and you know how to build the star. So even if the cold death of the universe is happening, you've got the technology and you've set up these Dyson sphere, where inside of it you've got, like, again, whatever, say, solar systems and things. Yeah. And you've got lots of these Dyson spheres all over the place as well. So once you've used the resources of this one, you can kind of go to the next one. Maybe they're tethered as well, so that obviously they're not expanding out too much, so you can just keep hopping around these things. Anyhow, so maybe we've got to think about that. You know, so but you know, bit far-reaching, far-thinking. You know, maybe again, obviously you can create other life forms as well, I guess. You know, so you won't be on your Todd, and maybe these people can have extended lives as well. Sorry, this has gone on way too long. I probably shouldn't put this out in its full format, but maybe I will. I'll just throw it out there with apologies. Okay, anyhow. Yeah. Do you want it? I mean, I don't know. I'm tempted now. Not the first version. That sounds pretty awful, to be honest. The second version, I'm up for it. So we need some radioactive infinity spiders or something like that. Yeah. Okay, my friends. Until tomorrow. Yeah. By the way, actually, yeah, I should have said this earlier on because no one's probably listened to this still. But I'm binging these videos, so that's why I've got the same t-shirt on. I'm going to do quite a few, and you know, I'm not a total screw off. Okay, right. Till tomorrow.